Welcome back to Magpie Movies for a brand new video which is not about me. This video is all about Sean, Mr. Lost in the Reel, and his 2,000 subscribers. He's been on YouTube for just over a year and this is amazing. So a wholehearted congratulations to you, Sean. I mean, I've only discovered your channel about 2-3 months ago. Loving all your content, it's really good. I love the fact he's a green screen. I love your intro, it's just so good, and the fact that you do reviews of mainstream and indie or lesser known TV series and movies is great. So from me, Geordie Paul here at Magpie Movies, well done and congratulations on the 2,000. So for his 2,000 subscriber entry, he's asked for entries with regards to hidden gems, movies that maybe don't get the acclaim or movies which are ones that other people haven't heard of, and recommendations for me, to him, to all of his audience of what I recommend to watch that you might not have heard of. So I've had a good think about this and I've thought of 3 hidden gems. So without further ado, we shall get on to hidden gem number 1, and that'll be next. So hidden gem number 1 is the 2008 film Splinter. As you can see here, it's been directed by Toby Wilkins and it's on for 1 hour and 22 minutes. This is one of those creature feature kind of horror films that kind of gets overseen, or when you've watched it you forget about it, like I did recently, and then I rewatched it again and it's very good. Basically follows the story of a couple who go for a romantic tent or camping night or weekend away, but the husband or boyfriend doesn't really want to get involved, accidentally breaks the tent. So they go, right, well, we'll go and get a motel. On the way to drive to a motel, they get carjacked by a couple who hold them at gunpoint. They then ask them to go and get gas, or no, it wasn't, their car breaks down, so they've got to go to the gas station to see if they can fix it or fill up the radiator with water. It's at this point when they get into the service station, a very isolated service station, that the gas attendant who's there has been killed and affected by this kind of symbiote, this kind of creature who kind of doesn't take over the body, but strives on the blood, and just, yeah, it's basically a creature feature, and the thing's called Splinter because it has all these little spikes like porcupines and splinters that comes out of its body. But yeah, it's a really enjoyable 1 hour and 22 minutes. I highly recommend it, so watch Splinter. My hidden gem number 2 is a 2018 film called Caliber. I think it's currently streaming on Netflix in the UK. It's a British film. I'll just look down here. It's on for 1 hour and 41 minutes and it's directed by Matt Parker. So Caliber follows the story of 2 guys who go on a hunting trip to shoot deer in the wilds of Scotland, I think, but I could be wrong. And what happens is they go to shoot a deer, the deer moves, they hit a kid, the kid dies, the dad's there, they're like, oh, what we're going to do? So the dad goes to one of the hunters and then the other hunter immediately kind of reacts and kills him, and they try to bury the bodies and hide the bodies, and then kind of trying to carry on as if nothing's happening in the village that they're staying in, but all the locals are very close-knit and they slowly figure out what's happened with his dad and his father and trying to, so yeah, so it's basically like an intense, I wouldn't say like hillbillies or that kind of problem, but it's an intense, I'm trying to cover things up and the locals discovering it and things escalate quickly and you don't know what they're going to do. But yeah, so yeah, that is Caliber. That is my hidden gem number 2. Final and 3rd hidden gem is Journeyman. Written, directed and starring Paddy Considine. This is from 2017 and is on for 1 hour and 32 minutes. This follows Paddy Considine's character, who's a boxer who in his final match wins, like young, old against young, and he's the old and he beats this guy who's young. And then a couple of days after the boxing tournament, he suffers a brain seizure, collapses, and it's all about him regaining his ability to walk, ability to speak. Jodie Whittaker plays his wife and he's got kids and he can't cope with it. It is a proper tearjerker of a film, one that I'd had for ages but never got around to watching, but the trailer looked immense. I can't hide, of all the 3 that I watched that I've recommended here, so Splinter and Caliber, Journeyman is the one film that I highly recommend that you watch. If you watch it already then you'll understand. If you haven't watched it, then please do. It's well worth it. The acting in it is superb and Paddy Considine is amazing in it as well. So that's my third hidden gem, which is Journeyman. So there you go, there are my 3 hidden gems for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, to Sean over the wonderful Lost in the Reel, thank you so much for all your content. Thank you for creating a YouTube channel, and thanks for allowing me to get entry into your competition. It's very much appreciated. That's it. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to please like, share and subscribe. The link to Sean's channel is of course in the description, as all other channels are. So this is Geordie Paul, last surviving member of Magpie Movies, signing off.